I am back at New York Comic Con 2016. Stephen Merchant, Daniel Stessen, Dream Corp LLC.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Dream Corp LLC is a workplace comedy, psychedelic in nature, where Dr. Roberts runs a forgotten dream therapy facility in which you can go in and have therapy on whatever your given issue is and have it solved that day. He will knock you out and walk through your dreams with you, guiding you to the root of your issue. It's real. It's a real thing.
It
exists.
It exists? Where?
It exists.
Oh, it exists.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't
exist? Okay. Fair enough. Stephen, tell us about your character.
Well, I provide the voice of Terry, who is a robot who works in the facility. Think of all your favorite robots over the years. R2-D2, a Dalek. Wheatley from Portal 2, hugely successful video game, which I provided the voice of. And I was very much the go-to guy after that for English robot voices. And so they said, would you be involved with this? I said, can you afford me? They couldn't, but I did it anyway because that's the kind of guy I am.
Did you? What approach did you take to doing Terry the Robot? Was it the same as Wheatley or different method maybe?
Well, it wasn't method because I didn't spend any time as a robot. It's just tricky. But my approach was very much as it was for Wheatley, which was to show up and do the least amount of work and then take the money. It's an approach I take to much of my work, as you've seen probably in the past. And no, in all seriousness, it was difficult because actually in both instances there was a base script, and then both Danny and the Portal guys kind of gave me free rein to play around a little bit and try and give it my stamp. And I don't really have a great deal of range. I can play English, and I can play slightly stupider or slightly cleverer. And so in this one, I think I'm slightly cleverer. But it was fun. It was good effort all round.
And I heard that the Henson company did the robot?
Yeah, Jim Henson Studios made the robot. It was designed by Chad Van Galen, who's an amazing singer-songwriter. He also is the composer of Dream Corp. He does all the music for Dream Corp, and he is an amazing illustrator. He drew up Terry, sent him to me, I made him work, and then pitched it to Henson. And it was one of the most validating moments of my life when they agreed to come on board.
That's fantastic. So you got the Henson stamp of approval. The animation looks fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, the animation is done by two studios. One, Art Belly Studios in Austin, Texas. They did a small team of people who come from Waking Life and Scanner Darkly. And then the studio in LA is called BMO Studios. They do all the 3D and backgrounds.
We should explain that the animation is what Danny uses to illustrate the dreams within the show, and it's done using rotoscope, which for those that aren't familiar is where you film live actors, but you then draw over the actors afterwards to give it this very sort of dreamlike animation feel. The actors look like themselves, but now they inhabit this sort of this incredibly visual, beautiful world that Danny's brought to life. It's incredible.
Fantastic. Any other tidbits from either of you?
It's a fun ride. You know, it's a fun ride. It's gonna watch it with your friends late at night.
Yeah, there's something sort of trippy about it and psychedelic. It's very funny. It's very characterful. As I say, you have to really. There's nothing else on TV that is like it tonally or visually. I mean, it really is a feast for the eyes. I'm looking forward to seeing an episode.
I'm looking forward to seeing the entire season. I really wish you both well. Dream Corp LLC, Sunday, October 23rd, 11:45 p.m. I keep saying a.m. for some reason.
On Adult Swim.
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim.
That's the way my aunt says it.